Hi there, my name is Gordon and I live with my wife Karen out here in southeastern Ohio. We live in Morgan County. We have 11 acres of ground here. We live in a little cabin here, I'll show you. And I want to make this video to show you two things. First one is I'm going to try and develop a spring over there on the other side of the hollow in order to get more water than what we use from our roof. And the other thing I wanted to show you is how we get forever free rainwater from our what's called a roof wash. It's a roof cleaning, a filtering system to use rainwater for your drinking water. And we're out in the country on an old country road. It's a one-lane road, so someone's got to yield. And we have 11 acres. We're about 10 miles north of Beverly as the crow flies. And we're south of McConnellsville, south of Zanesville, north of Marietta, about 10 miles north of Beverly. And we have a cistern. We didn't want to get a well because a well was very expensive and you didn't know if it would dry up on you and the expense. And so we have a cistern that we have to fill with water. And I'm going to show you how we fill it with rainwater right now and how I'm going to develop a spring down on the other side of our hollow. Okay, here's our little cabin. It's not real big. It's only 20 by 50 feet, which is only 1,000 square feet, but it's got a nice long porch. We like that porch. And our water comes from our roof, and this machine, our magic water cleaning machine, our rainwater cleaning machine, cleans the water from our roof. The water comes off the gutters. There's a gutter here and of course a gutter back there, and it comes along the side of the house. It comes into these pipes here and it goes down and it comes out here, and there's a leaf basket here. It comes out into this leaf basket. There's a screen and it comes in a torrent in there, but it gets blocked by the wall and it kind of slows it down. Then it rises from the bottom and it goes into this second chamber, which here is the quiet chamber, they call it. And in the quiet chamber, there's a filter. Before this water can go over to our cistern over that way, there's our cistern. It goes through a pipe, a 4-inch pipe here. It has to go through this filter. And as you can see, that is about 3-inch thick filter. The water goes through it, but any leftover particles or pollen or anything left over from the leaf basket cannot get through that. We have virtually no sediment that can get into our that can get over there to the cistern. You can see how thick that filter is, and it's real easy to clean. I also there's a chlorine tablet in here, so you can see tablets. I throw chlorine in there. And I throw chlorine in the cistern so that any bacteria is killed. And I have it tested. There's a testing lab in New Lexington. It's an EPA certified testing lab, and I've had our water tested a couple of times. It costs only $40, and they take a sample, and we are approved like any public water system. We're as good as the water in Beverly Water or McConnellsville or Morgan County or Washington County. They test all the water. And I've had this water tested, and as long as I chlorinate it and have this roof wash where no particles get in there, we have clean, clear water. So that's how we get it. The box is made in it's a patented box that is only made in Marietta, Ohio, by a company called Water Filtration Company. And they're custom made. You can't order them on Amazon and get them in 10 days. You got to, they custom make them. There's a larger one, a smaller one. They also deal in purifying pond water for farmers, and they got that black light, or no, not a black light, a ultraviolet process of some kind, and they do all of that. So you can get them from them. I'll put the information on the website for the YouTube site. Okay, now. We've been here 2.5 years, and well, here's I chlorinate the water too. Here's my chlorine test kit. And there's my measuring gauge right there, and my cup to take samples, and there's a chlorine, a test kit, and matter of fact, I'm due to put a tablet in there. I put a tablet in there once a month, and then I monitor it every week to see what it is. Now, we've had this for 2.5 years, and we've never had to get water. It's fulfilled all of our water needs, right off the rainwater off the roof. But this last year, it was dry in September and October, and I had to go haul some water, and I have a tote, and I got to lift that tote and put it on that trailer there, and it's kind of a pain in the butt hauling water, so I can't lift the thing up into my pickup truck. So what I want to do is, when we have a drought or when I need to haul water, which won't be often because this rainwater is filling our needs, but we could have a dry period where if you get more than a month where it's really, really dry, I need more water. And so I found a little spring over there on the other side of that hill over there. And well, you can maybe see the spring box back there. Well, you can't see it. So I'm trying to develop a spring. It's a small, it's not a small, it's a seeping spring. It kind of seeps out the side of the mountain, and it's not a lot. It's where the water table is close to the top of the surface, and the water's on the surface there, under the ground a little bit. And I got a box, and I'll go show you what I'm trying to do to make a spring over here and get some more water, more free water. That's the name of the game. Water is precious, so I like it free, and I don't want to haul it. So I'll show you over there what my spring is gonna, the spring box, the rock box I made. We'll see you over there. Okay, there were two things I wanted to add to this about the roof wash, because there's going to be questions. First off, the cost is, this costed $600 to put in. It's a smaller one. That's what's the price. I think it's still the price, but if you paid, water haulers up here charge you, there's two of them, and they charge the same price. Go figure. $60 a load. So they'll bring a load of water for $60 regardless of how much you bring. So if you have no other way to haul water and you're just up here and you need water, it's $60 a load, and you would need about a load every month. About we use about 1,200 gallons in a month. So this thing pays for itself in the first 10 months we used it. This thing paid for itself. So, and it'll last forever. And some of you real cool hydrologists are going to say, well, I forgot to mention that after the rain, there'll be water in the bottom of there. There'll be about 6 inches of water down under the bottom of there. And you can't leave that lay in there, otherwise you'll get algae, and then the next time it rains, the algae will go into the cistern. So there's a weep hole. You see this pole here? That's an overflow pole, but down at the bottom of that pole, there is what's called a weep hole. And I believe it's either a 1/4 inch or a 3/8 inch hole, very small. And after the rain, the box drains out. There's a drain that goes over down that little hole right there. There's a little pipe. So there's two pipes. There's a drain hole, and then there's the 4-inch pipe going to the cistern. And what that does, after about an hour, the water will drain down so that no water stays in this box. So it goes through wet and dry, so it'll completely dry out so that you're not accumulating any algae or anything in there. So that's how that works. It's really a very ingenious device here. It's a patented device, and you can see it on a couple of university websites have a feature of this. I think OSU and maybe Wisconsin or Minnesota, they have diagrams of all this and everything. But it's called Water Filtration Company in Marietta, Ohio. It's just on the other side of the Muskingum River. So those are questions I thought you would probably ask. So there you go.